This is Guy and Girl Nerd Duel. I'm Frank.
I'm Karrie.
And today it's all about Marvel's Season 2 of Daredevil.
On Netflix. This is your spoiler alert warning. Get out while you still can. Last chance.
Synopsis. Daredevil Season 2. Matt Murdock tells Karen Page that he's Daredevil.
That's all that happens. Matt also faces John Bernthal as the Punisher and reunites with his long-lost love of Elektra.
Season 2 I found it wasn't really Daredevil, it was more Frank Castle show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
Do I have any complaints about that? Not really. I did miss more of a focus on Matt Murdock.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he got kind of lost in this season. And there was a lot of strange turmoil. Watching season 1, he didn't kill anyone, but it felt like it really held him back this season. And I don't know, it sort of created some drama that I kind of got tired of pretty quickly.
There's that clash of, well, you shouldn't kill people because that's how justice is formed, and then for Frank Castle is, well, the only way we are going to get justice if those people are killed. So there was great tension there when you saw those characters interact with each other.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes down to it, Matt Murdock was second fiddle in the season.
It's true, but I gotta hand it to them. The two of them, every time they had a scene together, I was absolutely glued to my laptop screen.
Mm-hmm. Especially that cemetery scene.
Yeah, it was incredible. I mean, the chemistry that Charlie Cox and John Bernthal have is amazing. It's amazing.
Yeah. The trial part wasn't that exciting, but what kind of piqued my interest was when they kept focusing on the cop. Right away I knew something was up, but I didn't know it was going to where it was going. I thought, well, they're probably going to kill him or something.
Yeah.
Then when you find out it's because he's being played by Wilson Fisk, you went, holy fuck.
That was a great surprise. I mean, for me, I didn't watch season 1 of Daredevil until literally days before I started watching season 2. I basically watched both seasons in 7 days. Oh. I mean, I thought Wilson Fisk was an incredible villain.
Wilson Fisk is the greatest villain in the MCU universe, I would say. To me, what makes great acting is when I'm invested in that character emotionally. And to me, I wanted to punch Wilson Fisk in the face the entire time. So when I did see that fight in season 1 between him and Daredevil, I was like, yeah, kick his ass. Mm-hmm. So when I saw him again here, I was just like, oh, this fucking bastard. And I like how he actually gets the Kingpin name. They didn't say it officially yet, but obviously you know how he gets it. And I just can't wait until he gets his white suit.
How amazing was that scene when Frank Castle just murders the entire cell block?
When he walks in, you already know he's going to kill somebody, but you didn't expect them to close it and for him to get killed.
Yeah.
And my whole thought was, how the hell is he going to get out of this? How the hell is he And it's just that onslaught of one of them coming up to him and him just beating the crap out of everyone.
It was amazing.
That was a great fight scene.
Yeah.
The other awesome fight in this show was the fight right after Frank Castle captures Daredevil, and Daredevil is tied up, and what he has stuck to him is a gun in one hand and a chain in the other, and he has to fight all these guys going down a stairway.
The dogs of hell.
Yeah, the gang.
Yeah. That was incredible. I went back and basically watched it a couple times over, and it is a long single shot.
Yeah.
The whole time. I do love that they do drawn out fight scenes.
Yes.
And they're very well choreographed.
And they're realistic.
Yeah.
Obviously a man...
To an extent.
Yeah, to an extent, but knowing that his hands are like this, he still uses them in a realistic way that, you know what, if somebody was like that and could fight like him, they could potentially do that.
I actually can't tell if the fight scenes are more realistic in the show compared to other shows or movies, because I feel like in every other scenario, people get beat down just by a single punch. Whereas in Daredevil, Matt will punch someone in the face like 4 times and they'll still like woozily get back up and like try to fight them. I don't know which one's more realistic.
Depending on how strong your jaw is, if you're a hard head. I know I have a hard head. It'll take me a couple of punches.
Are we gonna try it out?
No, maybe in a boxing gym.
I take kickboxing lessons now. I could totally whack your head up and it's a really powerful uppercut.
If you could hit it, yeah.
Don't test me! I'll do it. I haven't read most of the Daredevil comic books, so when they introduced the hand, I was like, what the fuck is happening? Now, I still don't really know, even though I've been Wikipedia-ing a lot of things. But I'm just so confused. Like, what is even happening? Stick just seems like a huge douchebag. I don't know how Nobu came back from the dead. Or anyone came back from the dead. Like the ninja dude who apparently already had been autopsied and then brought back to life and then died again.
Because they know eternity. That's why. The only thing is that the hand was the boring part of all of Daredevil.
It really was.
Yeah.
I loved Elektra. She is just this powerful, badass bitch. And I personally love her with Matt. I think they're an amazing couple. Compared to Matt and Karen, who are completely vanilla. They're cute and they're sweet, and I get a lot of like fuzzy feels when I watch them together. But Matt and Elektra I like them because they challenge each other, and they deep down they do have a very mutual understanding of each other, which I feel like a lot of the superheroes that we see don't really get that. I mean, they are usually left to date someone who is not up to their standards or their caliber, and they're always dating like a civilian, for example. But I feel like Matt and Elektra are a really good pair, and I'm sad that she died. I mean, I guess she is possibly being resurrected.
Spoiler alert.
Still don't understand what the hell that storyline is. I really hope that they find their way back to each other, because they're amazing. And they had hot sex in a boxing gym, which is everything I've ever wanted.
What's great about Frank Castle, he just brutalizes all his victims. But everything he does is justified in his mind. He's not going after just random people. He's going after people that killed his family. And he actually died himself. So the only way to get back at people is to kill them. And everything he does is it's justified.
How did you feel about Karen really pushing at that and trying to find the good in him? I'll be honest, I actually ship Karen and Frank. That couple needs to happen. They would have some really hot sex.
And Karen sees this soft side to him where you didn't realize what he was quoting was his daughter's book, the One Batch, Two Batch, Penny and Dime, right? So she sees that soft side to him, which us as the audience also kind of recognizes, to see that, you know what, this is not a bad guy. He's a good guy that does bad things.
Yeah.
It's that side of him that you realize this is a good guy. This is why he's considered a superhero as opposed to a villain.
Who we haven't talked about yet is Foggy.
Yes. The Mighty Ducks man, Foggy.
I really feel like he got the short end of the stick this season.
He always gets the short end. What's interesting about season 2 as opposed to season 1 is every character almost had a character arc. With Foggy, it was the whole, how am I going to do this without Matt Murdock? And he's like, fuck it, I'm going to do it. Then he realizes how great he is. And it's that whole, he's going to work with Jessica Jones.
I know, which I'm really excited about. I just also love crossovers. I'm obsessed.
Do you think Karen Page is happy or mad at Matt Murdock for being Daredevil?
I feel like it's probably going to be a mixture of both. I don't think her reaction is going to be as visceral as Foggy's was, because I do feel she's been very infatuated with Daredevil since the very beginning. So I think when we see her reaction, what I hope is that she'll remember that, and even though Matt's been treating her like shit over the whole season, she'll realize that, in this twisted superhero mentality, as we've always seen, he was trying to protect her. But I just get so frustrated when superheroes don't tell people around them what's really going on. I just don't believe in that trope of, I'm doing this to protect you. Like, get over it. 9 out of 10 times, they're gonna get hurt, and it's probably gonna be your fault no matter what, so you should probably arm them with the information so that they know to look out for it.
The only thing I hated was Karen thought he was drunk all the time. That's the only thing I hated. Yeah. Oh, he's not here. He's drunk. What a pissed drunk he is.
Yeah.
And she doesn't even, as drunk as he is, the way Foggy paints him, she doesn't even confront him about being drunk.
No.
It's like, we're going to hold an intervention. No, not even that.
No.
So technically, Karen doesn't even give a shit for Matt.
But that's, again, why I ship Matt and Elektra. Because Elektra does give a shit about Matt.
In that situation, I would agree.
Yeah.
Yeah. There might be a curveball of Karen saying, you know what, I already know you're Daredevil. I already know that you can pretty much see because of some of the things you do.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, right. Because she does have that kind of investigator type to her.
Mm-hmm.
And more is starting to come out of it. I mean, that's how she landed the job at a newspaper company.
But I would like that because it paints her as less of a damsel in distress and actually someone who is really smart. And I feel like as a female character, she is very strong and she is capable. But we sort of paint her into this box where it's like, oh, well, she's the hot girl that'll never know, even though Matt's acting sketchy as fuck. I still like the fact that we know that she has killed someone. Yeah. And no one else does.
And nobody else does.
It's a very interesting thing about her character that I really like.
Which could come up.
It
could come up.
So, what are you most looking forward to in season 3 of Daredevil?
Well, since it's season 3, I have 3 things that I'm looking forward to.
Okay.
I want to see Wilson Fisk get into his white suit, and I want to see him fight Matt Murdock, because they did that little tease in season 2 where he said...
Matt as Matt or Matt as Daredevil?
Well, he doesn't know Matt is Daredevil at this point.
I feel like he will, though.
He will find out, but just that little confrontation they had in season 2, I want to see that. Yeah, I want to see that bigger. And I want to see more villains, and not necessarily more characters in one season, but I want to see Bullseye. Bullseye's one of the top villains that Daredevil fights. And there was rumor about Gladiator coming in, who Gladiator is the guy who makes his suit.
Melvin Potter?
Yep. So if that turns out to be Gladiator, that would be cool to see. What are your 3 things?
My 3 things. I'm excited to see whether we're going to see Frank Castle again. I love that we closed off with him, having his skull shirt. I feel like it was very iconic. So I just want to see more of him. I feel like he played such a big part in the season that I want more.
I'm sure we're going to get more of him.
Hopefully.
Lots more.
Yeah. Number 2, I want to find out what the fuck is with that giant hole in the ground. Was that explained? I don't think it was. I'm still very confused. Why did they find it? Where the hell did Stick come from? Dunno. Still so many questions.
He came from the hole in the ground.
Maybe. I wouldn't be surprised. And number 3, I am hoping that Elektra comes back from the dead and is reunited with Matt.
In a boxing ring.
In the boxing ring.
In a box.
That's all I care about. Anyway, that is it for this episode of Guy and Girl Nerd Duo. We want to know what you thought of the season, so leave us a comment below. If you like this video, make sure you click below and give us a thumbs up, or subscribe to our channel for more fun videos where we talk about nerdy things. Sorry.
Ow.
But yeah, we will see you next time. Bye, guys. Okay, but honestly, it was such a great scene.
That boxing scene?
Yes, the whole thing, not just the sex part. I mean, you get to you reveal how good she actually is, and it was just
like, good in which way?
Oh my god, at fighting.
That's how much it sucks at the fire engine.
Oh my god, get out of hearing distance.
Finally.